So a very, very good morning to everyone. Namaste. So for a few weeks, we learned and we worked on releasing and understanding life. From yesterday onwards, we have started the Theta lifestyle journal. How many of you actually started maintaining a journal? Whether it can be on your phone, whether it can be on in a diary, but just one thing is, I pile up the problem for years. Then one fine day, I take out the time, I sit with myself and have a reflection of life. And then start digging, start going deeper and see where the problem is coming from and for resolution. So, what we are saying is that it is okay, like we go on compiling the problems and then focusing on the problem, find the solution. So life is all about finding problems first and then finding solutions. And the second is mindfulness living, being more aware in that moment and in moment itself shifting it. And is it possible to shift realities momentarily? Yes, it is. Because for a soul, it just comes to teach you something. It's not a problem, not a solution, it's an experience. And what I choose to experience is always in my control. So, 2, 3 people mentioned on the group that they have started maintaining. I request each one. So, even if it is just one thing that you are reflecting on that day, it would be great because slowly and gradually that will become your new way of thinking and new way of handling. Yesterday, we started with Creator really loves you. And you are the creator. So, no matter what we believe in, and no matter whomever we hold on responsible for our problems, in reality, nobody, including God, has the power to create something in our life apart from ourselves. Because problem is not in the situations, problem is in our perception and our reaction to that situation. And our perception and our reaction is always and always and always only and only in our own control and nobody else's. So let us start with the entire flow again as we will move towards point 3. So let us start from point 1. Mahak, can you please share the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the first point yesterday, as we had mentioned and I just explained, was always about Creator loves us. So anything that begins from the energy of love, anything that we react with the energy of love, there is always a higher chances of us receiving it back from the energy of love. One small incident when we were abroad learning the higher classes of Theta, and once we all students wanted to eat something Indian. Obviously, everybody was carrying something Indian, but we knew that the hotel staff was less and they wouldn't allow us to enter in the kitchen. So their actual words in Hindi was, "अरे छोड़ना यार बहुत खड़ूस है जाने भी नहीं देंगे क्या खाएंगे." And then like, okay, what do? We are healers. We don't believe in the what is the situation. What we believe in is always what can be created. And what we started doing there was let us pass lots of healing. Let us pass lots of healing to the staff. Because everybody we love each one and each one loves us. That was our motto. We started passing lots of healing to them. We went down. There was actually only one staff at the reception, and normally she would be rude, but that day she was extra kind, and she said, "Oh yeah, please give me your food, I will heat it up for you. Oh, please give me, I will give you the plates. Oh, I will give you this." And the situation changes. If we would have thought like, oh, it is going to be impossible, they are not going to allow us either in the kitchen, they will not give us the plates, they will not heat the food, we cannot eat. What was the reality? We cannot eat the food. So I'm just giving a small example that the minute you pass the energy of love to someone, the love is the energy which has the power to transform every reality. If you are angry on someone, if you have hatred, if you don't like, rather than getting stuck in, oh my God, this is the person, this person always does, pass unconditional love and light to that person. Let's move towards the next slide. The next one, we said, we are our beliefs. You are your beliefs, which I explained it very beautifully. So our experiences created and made us believe into something, including every reality. Like there are times we believe this person is going to be nasty. This is never going to change. So what you start writing in your journal is more over the set of statements you are making every day for your positive and negative realities. What are the set of statements that you make? If your problematic area is a particular relationship, a particular aspect, for example, if money is the issue, what do you believe for money? Does money come to you easily? What are your statements? No matter how much of hard I work, it goes. Or there are people who go on losing money. They earn money, but then they lose money. Either they have lost it or a huge loss. Again, they have lost and they start from zero. So here you ask, like, their statements are, it's okay, I learn it again. So somewhere it gives them the strength that, oh, I can do it. Or for the relationship, what are your statements? But this person is just impossible. This person doesn't listen. So this is what you believe in. So please start writing them. When you will reflect on it after a few days, you will know that what would you like to change it with. Let us move towards the slide 3. When we say that we are our beliefs, always remember, when if you don't get your answer, that no, but I genuinely believe life is all there, and we are talking about different kind of people. So there are people who come and tell me, oh, life is good. They are always positive. They are like, you know what, God has been so kind to me, God has given me everything, and everything is nice, everything is good in my life. And if after that things are not working in your life, you require to understand your beliefs exist at 4 levels. Probably this is not your belief. Your belief at core level are the beliefs what you believe in your present reality. If you're still not being able to get your answers, probably it is one of your genetic beliefs. If you're not getting the answer of what you are doing, what you need to understand is, what did my parents' thought process were? What did they believe in about relationships? What did my parents believe in for money? What did my parents believe in for health? What did they go through in their life? So in your DNA, you have stored your parents' beliefs as well. And then you do have your past life memories. If you do not get any answer, why when you meet a person you feel extra love? Why when you meet a person you feel irritation? Why are you suddenly having fearful of height or anything? You're not getting any answer. Probably it is one of your past life memories. You require to consult someone to help you clear that belief. And the fourth level is at a soul level belief. It's a pattern we create with our beliefs. And probably that pattern you are carrying for lifetimes now. And I'm carrying a pattern for lifetimes, pattern of betrayal, pattern of having somebody who is very dominating, pattern of being submissive, pattern of poor me, pattern of going through the death experiences very often. Probably you believe it. Death is the only way my soul can evolve. So, attracting people who will constantly challenge you. I bet you can't do it. And then you are like, oh, really? I will show you what I can do. These are all called patterns. Then this belief is ingrained at your soul level, in your three soul molecules, what you carry life after life. So, right now in your journal, you will simply write, or you can even take one thing that you are facing a problem. Whichever is more important, always remember everything is interconnected. You are working on your migraine, and your business suddenly will start expanding. You are working on your frozen shoulder, and your relationship suddenly may improve. Because if you are stuck in your past relationship, then your right shoulder can get frozen. Either I can work on my relationship and free my right shoulder, or I may work on my right shoulder and make my relationship better. Both are interconnected. Take any one particular problem rather than focusing on 10. And every day observe your belief for that. Observe, what did my parents believe into it? What did I believe into it? What do I do when I'm in that situation? Write that down in your journal. When you're focusing on one, it will be easier for you. And please write down, what would you like to achieve? Ideally, in that situation, how would you like it to unfold? Not from the perspective of other person's behavior should be like that. From the perspective of what would you want to experience? So, for example, you want other person to be nicer and gentle to you. You cannot write in your journal, I want other person to be nice and gentle to me. Doesn't exist. It's their subconscious mind. You have no control over them. What exists is you have control over yourself. So when the other person is nice and gentle, how will that make me feel? Oh, that will make me feel so happy, so calm, so good. So now what we will do is we write in the journal that I would like to be in charge of the situations. I am in charge of the situation. I am happy, calm when I am in these different situations, especially with this person. I encounter happiness whenever I communicate with this person. So now I know what reality I am manifesting. So I will start identifying. The minute my intention is there in the journal, my beliefs also start getting clearly. So from my right elbow towards it hurts. No, right now we are not taking any personal thing. You simply write your problem and you start thinking of what is your set of beliefs for it, because I'm not going to take each one's personal issue right now. So let us move towards the slide 4. Always and always remember your current belief is superseded by multiple other beliefs. Theta healing has a technique called dig deeper. Obviously, we have a technique called kinesiology or muscle testing to identify wrong beliefs. Ideally, in theta healing, what we learn is to scan the body. Where is it coming from? What is happening inside the body? What is happening at a mental state? From the divine perspective, from an altered state of consciousness. The answers that I get from my state of consciousness are very different than the answers that I get from the divine state of consciousness. So in theta, like we believe in going in the theta frequency of the brain and getting the answer from the divine state. So I'm moving beyond my consciousness, being able to see the bigger picture. And that's why the answers are many times very different than what my logical mind would have given me. They're shocking because when we get the answers, like my brain is many times debating and saying, really? God, are you sure? Like many times I'm doing a scan for myself or others, and I would have already assumed from the experience or from the logic that, oh, the problem is coming from you. And then obviously you do a scan, you ask the permission, and then the answer comes so different. And I'm like, God, are you sure? No, but the person from any angle doesn't look like this, what you're saying. Can you just explain me a little better? Why are you telling me this person's problem is coming from here? Okay, so where is that belief coming from? So, in simple reality, to a layman, if I have to explain this point, if a person X is telling me that the person X is always in a problem because of person Y, okay, so now they say that I am, for example, I feel being used by, being dominated by. Now that is their core level belief. Is that belief coming from because of wise behavior of constantly being very authoritative, dominating, angry? No, probably not. Because ideally, you allow a person to be an authority, to dominate you, then a person can dominate you. So the question is, why did you allow the person to dominate you? Probably because you didn't believe in yourself so much and you give so much weightage to the other person. So why did you not believe in yourself? Probably because you felt that, oh, I look fat, I don't have a degree, I don't have that, I'm not good enough. So why did you feel you are not good enough? So why you feel you are not good enough is probably when you were young, you were 2 year old or something. My sound is low. Okay. Am I sounding better now? Yeah. So probably at that point of time, you're one of the parent or you were born and one of the parent told you that, oh my God, like my child doesn't do that. Oh, look at this child at a 1 year old. The child can start walking. My child is not walking. Oh, this other child speaks so much. My child cannot speak. Now, somewhere that made you believe you are not good enough. When your mother or your father said, "My child cannot walk," what did that made you believe in? That made you believe that I am a slow person. That made you believe I am rejected. That made you believe I am not being accepted. I have to work hard. I have to listen to others. I have to follow others. I must learn from others. Now, these are all number of beliefs that you carry to create the reality that Mr. Y is a dominating person in your life. So it's not the question of whatever is the belief that you believe at a surface level is never, 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 ever the belief which is causing you the problem. Underlying that are multiple set of beliefs that we have. So in reality, that is why we say that when we identify the core belief, that is the root cause of the entire tree of problems that you have created. All the branches, flowers, petals, leaves. You cannot go on removing and plucking each one. You rather go deeper and identify that particular belief of yours, and we ideally change that. And will that change? Probably not completely, because that's half work. Then I require to instill new feelings into me. That's what we do every day, Theta Healing Downloads. Because for that person, it's an unknown experience for X. Mr. X doesn't know what it feels like to be accepted by everyone, what it feels like to be loved by everyone. Can we please mute everyone? Mr. X doesn't know what it feels like to be equal in a relationship, what it feels like to be able to speak up without fearing. And these are called Theta Healing Downloads. We instill that in the cellular memory in the DNA. And when we instill that in the DNA, we allow our body to open up in our pineal gland. We create a new neuropath there, allowing that experience, opening up to allow that experience to be a reality for us. And then being mindful, it still goes very deep. When this is not complete, we'll take it ahead tomorrow. I will do certain downloads for each one. But for now, please pick up one thing. If you don't understand, listen to the recording again. See the number of questions I explained you guys today. Listen to what Richa explained yesterday. It will start bringing clarity to you. Start writing it down in your diary. But make sure you are writing your intention, what you would like to achieve. And that is the reason many times when people say, "Oh, I affirm positive." So by simply doing affirmation, will that change? Why does certain realities change but certain don't? Some people every day say, "Oh, this is a positive affirmation," but and have multiple problems in their lives. So what you are writing it at a very surface level. What is reality is deeper. That reality, that root has to be pulled out and to be changed. So let us do few downloads as we're almost near 9:30. So with your everyone's permission, would you all like to know what it feels like to be mindful of your every thought, every action, every belief, and allowing the divine to work through you, allowing the divine to shift the limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs, limiting actions based on fear, clearing those actions, allowing you to be in charge, allowing to connect to the power of the soul and let the higher self and angel guides and spirit guides guide you in this beautiful journey of transformation. Would you like to understand transformation through Creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of Creator of all that is? And to know that how to transform your limiting thoughts, beliefs, experiences toward the beautiful, happier, powerful ones, and that it is safe, it is possible, and you're deserving to experience transforming from within and outside. Would you like to know what it feels like to attract positivity into your realities without being stagnant at your thought levels, and it is safe, it is okay, and it is possible for you to change your thought patterns? Would you like to know how to be connected with the divine within you, being able to see and witness the divine in others, and being able to attract the divine from others? You know how to do that. It is safe, it is possible. You're deserving for it. Choose to live your daily life with the same. I am the divine expression of love. I attract the divine expression of love from people around me. I am the magnet of divine expression of love into every cell of your body, every area of your life, at all the fall level of your beliefs, be your highest and best in the highest and best possible way for you. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. Creator, show me. Creator of all that is, it is commanded to instill these feelings into each one who says yes right now and later while watching the video, into any language that they understand and their mind has ever heard, and being able to perceive that from Creator's definition and perspective from their reality. Thank you. Passing unconditional love, light, and healing to each one. Yeah. So, Meg, you can stop the slideshow. So, for each one, please start writing your journal. And I would advise everyone to wear headphones if possible. Because, like, in between, when people go on writing, I can't hear you, the entire flow breaks. And I'm not allowed to scream and speak. I'm still not allowed to speak so much. But since we have already started this mission, I'm taking the time out so that your journey doesn't stop. So please wear headphones. Voice clarity will be much better for each one. So thank you so much, everyone, for this wonderful journey that we all have started together and we are doing together. See you all tomorrow, 9 o'clock sharp. Please start writing your journal. Thank you. You can probably share it on the Facebook also. If you are writing it, rather than putting it on the chat that this is my problem, if you write it there on our Facebook group or the YouTube, then probably we can compile it, and while taking it further in this journey, we can take that as an example and can go further with it. Thank you so much. See you all tomorrow.